Candlestick Park, a stadium that has housed numerous championship teams, plays host for this matchup between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers.
Hello, Fred Shivdance along with Phil Simms. You want a rivalry game? We've got one coming your way right now.
Well, when you talk about the Giants and 49ers playing, it seems like for so many years, every one of those games was always in the national spotlight, Jim. And we're talking about two storied franchises that have won multiple Super Bowls. So when they get together, even this year, both teams playing extremely well. It's going to be fun to watch.
When you would play in this game and attach it to what it's going to be like here today, having to travel coast to coast for one of these teams and knowing always the pride it's in each of those two franchises, what's it like?
Well, it's awesome. You know, there's nothing like playing in a big game where the attention is on you and the focus, and you know that both of you, even if you don't want to give the other team credit, you know you're both arguably top 5 football teams in the National Football League. So if you go out and win, you're sending a little story to the rest of the league, but also you're telling yourself, hey, we're pretty good.
Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Stockliff here, and I finally got my hands on the Madden 13 demo. And this is just a short matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. And I decided to be the 49ers because I figured everyone would be the Giants just because they're coming off a Super Bowl win. And this was, I think it was the divisional playoff or the Final Four game, or one of the Final Four games, as you can probably assume. But I had some fun watching that game, and I decided, you know, why not just be the 49ers. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of like the feel of Madden 13. I haven't really purchased a football game in a long time. It's probably been since like Madden 09 since I've really bought a Madden game or even NCAA football. And I really don't know why, because I guess I just thought, you know, it's just what I'm into at the time. And my main priority has really been basketball for basically my whole life, except for, you know, when I was young. You know, it was up in the air. I played all sports, so yeah, whatever. But anyways, I really liked the demo version of this game, and I've seen, you know, there's the early EA press release thing where you can get it 3 days earlier, which I've seen a few people have already, but I don't have that, so I'm not going to be able to bring you anything until the game actually comes out itself, or when I actually get the hard copy of the game, which I'm not really sure when I'm going to be able to get my hands on, but hopefully in a few days by the time this video actually goes out. So the very first touchdown of the game is Alex Smith driving by himself for about 20 yards, just short of 20 yards. So from here on out, I'm probably just going to cover some of the plays that happened inside the game because, you know, there's really nothing much else to cover besides the new physics that they have going on. It's sort of a new impact engine. I really forgot 100% what they were calling it, but I really like it, although there are a few situations where it looks like your players, or a player on the opposing team or your team or any player in general, just looks like they're getting their body twisted in half, and it looks like they're about to have an injury, but they're not. That's another thing, but cannot believe that we couldn't hold on to the ball. He ended up coughing it up, and they end up going down into the red zone and almost scoring that one. But after that, I was like, we're not playing 49ers defense. We really got to try to get a goal on stop here. I come out with a hard tackle, another hard tackle, set up 3rd and goal. You know, and then I said, well, they're probably going to pass it because he's Eli Manning. Come around for the sack. He drops about, 7-8 yards on the play, settles for a field goal. And at this point, you know, it's end of the second. It's caught, but, you know, there's nothing left to gain. So, yeah, it was basically just a play just to be throwing it. And I don't know why some teams just kneel it down and in the half when you could go for a Hail Mary and just, you know, try for something, you know. I mean, even if you throw an interception, you can still tackle. It's not that big of a deal. It's kind of like taking a full court shot in basketball, but it lowers your percentage, like if you miss it. So, I mean, you know, it's just something you do. So I don't know why in football it's like that. Don't ask me. If anyone can explain that to me, like why that's an actual tactic, then go ahead and do so, unless you're so afraid of giving up a pick six, which, it's not that hard to tackle one person. But anyways, back to the game. It's 7-3, and it's currently in the hands of the Giants, and that was well defended, if I do say so myself. I switched him at the last second and reached in and just pocketed away. And Manning has a lot of times on the pocket, gets sacked for the second time by that one person. So tries to go deep. I'm there, and 4th and 18. They're going to punt that away. There's no way they're going to go for it. And Gore is one of my favorite players into the whole entire NFL. I don't know. I just like his name and how he runs the ball. He's not really a big-time runner. He doesn't really get big-time breakout plays, but he does, pick up what you need. And I really like that about him. As you can see here, I go to him multiple times in a row, but on 3rd and 3, I decided to throw the ball, and it is caught by Vernon Davis. And this 49ers team, I really think that they have very high hopes, and they could easily be a Super Bowl caliber team this season. I would say they would be one of my 4 teams to win a Super Bowl, but I stepped back, and just at the right moment, I hit, I think that's Walker. I'm not really sure. My screen is awfully blurry right now, and it's awful small, so I can't really see that much. But we give it to Gore up the gut. He doesn't gain hardly anything, if at all. And I decide on this play, let's go ahead and pass it. I see Gore, or that's actually not Gore, but I don't know why Gore wasn't in on that play. I guess he just needed a rest or something. But we really could have used him on that play. I don't know why we didn't. But we have to settle for a field goal, and that will be good. And we'll be going up 10-3, the equivalent to 1 touchdown in the field goal. So 1-possession game here. All we need to do is not let them score the ball, and we will win the game. But they keep running this hurry-up offense, and they just keep getting first downs. And I'm going to be honest, my defense against hurry-up offenses are not that good. As you can see there, the middle is wide open. There's just no one in the vicinity of that area. And I'm going to have to learn some football logic, such as positions. I don't know every single position, but, it's just something I never learned. I can't explain that. But now they're in the red zone, barely past the 20. And they make the mistake here of giving it to Bradshaw, and we tackle him into the backfield for a loss. And they're setting up a hurry-up offense just to spike the ball. I don't know why they necessarily do that. I know they did it to stop the clock, but, they already had a play set up, and we were struggling against the hurry-up offense already. But I guess that's what they get for spiking it. They end up getting sacked for their troubles. And I ended up calling a timeout here because I did not want anything downfield. I set up a good defense, and look what we get. We get a stop, and they can't even get a field goal out of it. And they end up turning the ball over as if they even wanted a field goal out of it. But anyways, that will be the game as we kneel it down. And it's basically going to do it. I had a really fun time playing it, and can't wait for the game to actually be released. And man, it felt good to finally play some Madden. And I can't wait for the football season. As you can probably tell, that's kind of the reason why I'm buying Madden 13 and such. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this commentary about the demo. I know that the demo is kind of old by now, but another funny thing is Alex Smith is already inside the locker room. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and as always, have a nice day.